fields you can see right over there. This is where the lines of the 327th Glider Infantry Regiment started on December 19, 1944. On that side of the road was 326th Airborne Engineers Battalion. Now, what happened right here? Not that much. So why are we stopping here? I'm going to tell you, because there's a story about the farm you can see right behind me. This farm is known as the Kessler farm because the Kessler family was living there in December 1944. Maybe some of you who read a lot about the war, who read Rendezvous with Destiny, I don't know if you guys ever read it or went through it. Well, there's a painting, very small painting of this farm in Rendezvous with Destiny. The painting is made by Olin Dowes. I'm going to show it to you first. That's the same farm. This is the Kessler farm. Now, this farm was the command post of Fox Company from the 327th. Now, what happened here? I'm going to give it to you so you can look at it. On December 22nd, 1944, members of F Company were manning a machine gun which was located in the basements of this farm, and they were sitting exactly between the cows because the people live in the farm. They moved their cows into the basement. They just stuffed them in to keep them alive from shells and bullets. Now the troopers were just sitting there when a German jeep approached this road all the way up towards the farm. They were holding a white piece of paper or like a handkerchief or a towel. It's the sign to surrender. So the jeep pulled up right here, and a sergeant went out and went up to the Germans, and he said, "Hey, what are you guys doing here? Yeah, we want to talk. We got something for your CO. We got a letter for him. He should read as soon as possible." So two of the guys were left, German guys were left behind. They blindfolded the third one, put him in a jeep, and drove him all the way up to the center of Bastogne, to the headquarters of General Anthony McAuliffe. They knocked on the door. McAuliffe says, "Yeah, come in the cave." Say, "Well, there's a German standing out there. He got a letter from the German commander. It's for you, sir." So McAuliffe, he opened the letter, and that's where the Germans were demanding a total a demand to surrender. So the letter said, "Well, you will have 2 more hours for complete to surrender yourself. If you don't surrender yourself, we will attack Bastogne and we will kill everyone on our way," which is against American standards. So McAuliffe reads the letter and he throws it on the table and said, "Ow, nuts." So McAuliffe went out and he went on the fields visiting his troops, and like 2 hours later he returned to his headquarters, and there was this German still waiting for his letter. So McAuliffe said, what's he still doing here? And Harry Kinnard was with him in the basement, and Harry said, "Yeah, I think this guy is still waiting for an answer." So McAuliffe took the letter and said, "Yeah, well, what can I answer? What's my answer?" And then Kinnard said, "Well, sir, I think your first reply would be the best." McAuliffe said, "Well, what did I say?" "You said nuts, sir." So McAuliffe took a piece of paper and he wrote it down, to the German commander. "Nuts, the American commander. Fold it, give that to the Germans," he said.
So this is where the letter originated, right here?
Yeah. Yeah. So they gave the letter back to the German, put him back in the jeep, blindfolded him again, and drove him all the way back here where his 2 buddies were still waiting. And the German took off his blindfold right here and said, "Oh, what does it mean, nuts?" And then the guy who was escorting him said, "It means we're going to kick your butt if you try to attack us." So bring that message to your CO. So they took off, but they didn't attack. And that's the story, the nuts story, because when they refer to Bastogne, when you go into the party stores, you can see t-shirts and caps. Oh, yeah. Nuts, it's a nut city. Yeah, nuts. So that's the story behind nuts. Now the demand to surrender was brought to members of F Company from 327th, right at this farm, from this road. This is the Kessler. That's why it's known and it's written about in Rendezvous with Destiny.